R. Mason Thomas is listed as questionable on the Wednesday availability report. Brent Venables gave something like an update on him and what he might be able to do. And also, there might be a positive update on wide receiver Keontez Lewis as Oklahoma prepares for a win or miss the college football playoff game against Alabama on Saturday. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If you're into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. Do you think that Oklahoma can defeat Alabama without R. Mason Thomas in the lineup on Saturday? Because it is probable that he could miss this game as he is questionable according to the Wednesday availability report. One of the things that I enjoy about 2025 in the college football season is we have these availability reports that we haven't had in the past where players are needing to be listed for their injuries on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, even Saturday going into the game. What I don't love is that some coaches have been using these in, shall we say, nefarious means, right? They haven't quite listed the guy as being questionable or probable or even not playing correctly sometimes. And in the Big Ten, at least, USC got penalized for this. I haven't seen such a thing in the Big 12 yet in the SEC, but this has become more important as people are gambling on the games, and gambling is taking on a bigger part of the American sports landscape, from college football to the NBA to Major League Baseball to the NFL. And we've seen our share of, people wanting to bet on these games. And if you're the kind of person that wants to bet on these games, maybe you want to use MyBookie, which sponsors the show. And if you want to support the show, a good way to do that is by going to MyBookie. And if you are making a wager, place a wager there. And if you do, use the promo code that is RJ Young, all one word, all caps, my name. And if you do and you miss on your bet, they'll cover you up to $500, and you can use your bet back bonus token to get back in the game. And if you're betting on Oklahoma, Alabama, you should know that the line at MyBookie is 6.5 points to the Tide. So Oklahoma is going to Tuscaloosa to try to double up the Tide and hasn't lost to Alabama since, 21st century. Frankly, it's been one-sided, but that Alabama team looks really, really good. Ty Simpson has been playing outstandingly. The wide receiver core is great. Jeremy Bernard is the best wide receiver on that team, and even if Ryan Williams is the most talented wide receiver on that team, and they've been able to run the ball lately here. The defense has played much better than I expected it to, even since the loss to Florida State. They've been outstanding. But the thing about Oklahoma has been Brent Venables calling the defense has made a difference. I know a lot of the attention has been paid to Ben Arbuckle and John Mateer and what they were able to provide. But lately here, the defense has been outperforming the offense, and the defense has been really great when they get takeaways. And R. Mason Thomas is pivotal to that defense. He had the 71-yard fumble return for a touchdown that led to the win against Tennessee last week. Huge for Oklahoma to stay in the college football playoff. But he also injured his quad on that play and needed to miss the rest of the game. He hadn't practiced since last Thursday, and of course they played the game on Saturday, and Brent Venables said, hey, I should have an update on him later today being after he spoke with media on Wednesday on what he expects from R. Mason Thomas. But Keontez Lewis was listed as probable, and this is great because this is the second best wide receiver on the team, and for me, the second best pass catcher on the team. It's been something like a godsend for an Oklahoma wide receiving core that hasn't produced much, and that is including Deion Burks. It's really been Keontez Lewis, Deion Burks, and Jared Kanek when you want to throw the football. And for John Mateer, it's a guy that really needs to get back on track. He has not played to the level that he showed since he broke his hand. It's been that simple. If he'd been the quarterback that he showed against Michigan, against Auburn, against Ole Miss, Oklahoma wins the game. It's that simple. Against Texas, Oklahoma wins the game. It's that simple. If he can do that against Bama, that's going to be the difference between winning and losing that football game. For me, it's there. If he plays like the Heisman caliber quarterback that he has shown himself to be in non-conference, Oklahoma is going to walk away with a W against an Alabama team that has not lost a game to an SEC program this season. I think what's really encouraging about the defense, though, is that R. Mason Thomas is one guy, but Owen Heineke has been playing outstanding football. His dad, JJ, who also rides a bike, by the way, and I've been riding a bike, got to be very, very excited and happy about this, too, because I love it when hometown kids do well. Also in here, Taylor Wine has been playing outstanding football. Danny Okoye, it's a guy who's hungry. It's a guy that Brent Venables has spoken highly of and prepared for. PJ Adebawore, that dude is probably going to be able to play, and that's going to add some more. Marvin Jones Jr. You've got guys like that's the one thing that I would give Miguel Chavis, defensive ends coach, a lot of credit for is how they recruited at that position and how they've been able to platoon at that position. If the secondary can hold up against that really talented Alabama wide receiving core, it really can come down to which quarterback outplays the other. And I think John Mateer's got the talent to outplay Ty Simpson, but Ty Simpson has been a Heisman caliber quarterback basically since week 1. If you are looking for really a better reason to believe that Oklahoma can win this game, it might be the resurgence of the rushing attack from the running backs, right? In particular, Xavier Robinson the last couple of weeks, and before that, Torrey Blaylock. If Jay Knott comes online, and I'm not going to say that dude is not going to come online, even though he's been on a milk carton for most of the season. If that dude shows up to be the guy that he was in 2023, that's 3 tailbacks that could be outstanding for OU. And then you get a tailback in Javonte Barnes that maybe somehow finds his way back. DeMarco Murray's running back room is a Rubik's Cube, which is kind of upsetting to me because I can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 2 minutes. But for him, it's every single week we're trying to figure out which one of these guys is going to be RB1. And it looked like Torrey Blaylock's to hold on to until Xavier Townsend showed up and started breaking off big runs. But the dude, he's got a Taylor Tatum problem. He's putting the ball on the floor. And I love my Okies. I love Oklahoma high school products. I hate putting the ball on the floor. I can't do that with a running back. That's your job, is to protect the damn football. All that aside, if Oklahoma can create a pass rush against Ty Simpson, make him uncomfortable, OU can win this football game. John Mateer can play like the quarterback that he's shown himself to be against non-conference opponents, and at Washington State, Oklahoma can win the football game. There are more ways for OU to win this game now than I thought 3 weeks ago, for sure. For Bama, all the pressure is on them too. I say on them too. All the pressure is on them. They need to be able to stay perfect, because if they take a loss, they're in line with Ole Miss. They're in line with Georgia. They're following everybody but A&M, right? And then it's no longer in your hands. Texas, Georgia, Ole Miss, they take a front seat. Ole Miss could just kind of slide in the SEC championship game because their losses to Georgia, but Georgia's losses to Tennessee, and Georgia also lost to Bama. It'll be an interesting tiebreaker if it comes down to that for who gets into that championship game. But that's what you want right now if you're Oklahoma. Make it hard and put yourself in position, try to pick up the pieces and maybe win an at-large bid to the college football playoff in its 12-team format.